We're underway with Max and Spooky is my name on the face-off. Once again, the team in red are the Vaasa Otters, team in blue are Grubbers. Lion actually in the starting lineup today for the Grubbers, which is an interesting move. Definitely, without Callum, this team is a lot weaker on paper. I think Callum is the key difference that sort of molds this team from being potentially it's like a top tier challenger team into a pro team that could reach well, any sort of heights. Callum is a tier 1 player in that regard. There's an early shot there coming in against the Grubbers there. Max dealing with Joachim now. Back trying to find a way out of this this aggressive press here coming from Mitch and John Snur, aka Coasty. Bjork's now on the breakaway though. Gonna get shot off, but Spooky's my name. We haven't seen, he has released a goalkeeper guide recently, and showing us right there that he knows his stuff in these early exchanges, with him making the save there. And a shot there from Mitch P takes the lead for the Otters, and if you 98% of you did say that they were gonna win this one out. Mitch P in the middle gets around his opponent and finds the gap. He's always dangerous from there, Mitch P, and shows us why. And the Fish with the assist there as well, with the cross pass. And Vaasa Otters, one of the top offenses last season, but also did have one of the worst defenses. I think they finished 4th in attack on goals, but they were the 3rd worst team when it came into defense. So the Otters, they were the feast or famine sort of team. A lot of high-scoring games on their end, but they've got Lalarin, defensive player, that's pretty solid, and also Mitch P is a bit more well-rounded player than some of the players they had last season. The shot there, come in, and Spooky going into action. But so they should have a more rounded lineup. Spooky and Mitch there to sort of reinforce the defense though. But York's now on the breakaway, goes down near post again, and I don't think we're going to see Spooky beaten on his near post anytime soon. As made, I think, 3 out of 3 saves so far, pretty comfortable saves for him. And don't worry, we will get the colours sorted as soon as possible. Once you get after the period break, we'll swap over casters, and then I'll sort out the colour mod as well. But down the Fish, feeding it around to Jon Snow. Like I said, aka Coasty, for the Otters. I don't know if we'll be sticking with that name for the entire season, but HP now on the breakaway, nearly reminiscent of the first goal. Cuts out wide, gets the shot in. The defense for the Grubbers holds strong for now. Yorks now. Dumps it across. Dump there from Spooky. Went straight to Max. Chance now for the Grubbers on. Oh, Lion there on the far post. Nearly found a crash. Bjorks was looking for him. Put it there on a silver platter. Lion just couldn't quite get there. Jon Snow now battling out with Joachim Lindstrom. Down the Fish now. Goes out to Spooky. Spooky cuts inside. Shoots. Lion makes the block. Back out to Spooky now. Has options. Looks for down the Fish in the middle. And the shot comes in. But Joachim holds strong. Yorks now battling out with everyone there. I think it was in the 2 exchanges. Joachim though nearly gets a shot off. Mitch P, right place, right time, makes the block. Up now to Jon Snow. Jon Snow looking for a teammate. Down the Fish is there in support. Feeds it in, and that was a sneaky shot. Max deals with the danger. Out wide now. Joachim still going. Loses out to Spooky. Jon Snow now does find Mitch in the middle. This is where he's dangerous. Cuts outside. Shot comes in. Max deals that one. That was almost certainly a goal if Max wasn't alert there. We said before, Mitch P is so dangerous from those areas. He's not your crash to net type. But if he gets the puck in that sort of area, just a bit further away from the net, where you give him room to move, he is a menace. We see there, he's got a goal to his name. Big chance there as well already. And I have a phone call. Get that. Joachim now. Trying to get a breakaway. Jon Snow on the press. Does find Lion on the board. But Mitch P just waiting there for him. Joachim. Only 1 goal separating the side so far. Grubbers still well and truly in this game. It has been more of Otters, though, in terms of significant chances and possession. Max, though, trying to find a way out. Does find Lion, but once again, Mitch P all over him. Does find an avenue out there. And that is going to be the end of the period. As we will hand it over to... No, we won't hand it over. We won't hand it over. He joined, but he's gone again. It's me. It's just me. It's just me. So we had another caster, but they've dipped. They've dipped. It's just me. It's just me. Got Mitch P and Joachim on the face-off. Goes back now to Max. Bjork's now. We've seen him there a couple of times. Lion now with a shot, and how many times has Bjork's been one-on-one with Spooky? Just hasn't capitalized on the chance. Shot near post a couple of times in the one-on-one. There, it was almost a 2-on-1 as Mitch P
like a pig.
Found again in the middle. Third time. He's hit 2 out of 3 of those. Took that one first time. And found the net 2-0. Yeah, how many times Bjork's been through on net and had a couple of those near post shots denied by Spooky. Opportunity there, probably just to shoot again, but opted to lay it off for Lion, who had a more difficult shot to take. Joachim now does find Bjorks, and Bjorks this time, and it's gone wide. Didn't know much about that one, just had to get something on it, try and redirect it towards net. Went behind. They've looked likely to score. Mitch is getting forward, and the crash gets there. Jon Snow gets on the scoreboard. Mitch involved again. Mitch pulling all the strings so far, really, for Vaasa Otters. And they find themselves 3 goals behind. Grubbers. As Joachim going to go all the way around. Yorks now. Denied there by Mitch. Jon Snow on the shot there on the far side. Bjork's now looking for a teammate. No one really there available. Spooky now. Going all the way around. Blocked by Lion. It's Joachim. Fighting out with Mitch P in the midfield. Mitch P, though, comes out on top eventually. He does get the shot away, but Lion makes the block. Max being called into question there, but it does get away. Spooky can have an opportunity to get something going. Gets past Bjork. Fires the shot in, and Max holds his ground. Round on the boards now. Bjork's fighting, and no real way out now. Mitch P in the middle gets the shot away. All 3 players there in defense for Grubbers there to make that block. Joachim now does have an opportunity to shoot near side. Spooky not going to be beaten with that one. And it's almost like Spooky's in their heads. Made a couple of saves early, and so Grubbers are whiffing. They've been through with clearer chances on the counter, but they've not hit their mark. They've not found the way in the back of the net. Whereas Mitch P has had a couple of half chances that he's been able to convert into something more significant. On every occasion, talking of those occasions, it's fed in the middle there. Down the fish. Gets something on that. Finds the angle. Vaasa Otters now have a 4-goal lead. And this is starting to look bleak for the Grubbers. Good example of a game where you've got to take your chances. Bjork's now nearly there through on the 1-on-1 again with Spooky. To be fair, there aren't many goalkeepers that if you said who don't you want to be in a 1-on-1 with as a striker, a lot of players are going to say, yeah, I don't want to be in that 1-on-1 with Spooky. Very good shot stopper. Bjork's now trying to put pressure on Spooky. Cross now from Jon Snow into Mitch. Down the fish, trying to look for the Raptor. Nearly gets there, but denied. Back up now. This attack is relentless from the Otters. Dumped up Jon Snow there with Max and Otters in their own half, trying to find some passes now. Opting not just to get it forward though, but Spooky probably got other ideas now. Goes on the board, does find down the fish, get the shot away, and Max didn't know much about that. Near post had him covered. And Spooky, what a fine game he's had. Sometimes goalkeepers can go under the radar, but everything that's been thrown at him on the counter he's dealt with, and he's been pretty reliable in possession. Fire now up to Bjorks, and Bjorks looks for Joachim on the far side. Joachim now beats Spooky down on the board, so Spooky recovers well there and deals with the danger. Loses out though, second time of asking, fed into the middle. Max is there. Mitch P, good defense. Hold strong. York's trying to think about how to get out from their own half now. And Mitch nearly finds his hat-trick there. Just goes wide of the net. Bjorks now looking for something to get going. The Grubbers, they got to force more of an issue onto this Otters net. Fire some shots away. They've had opportunities. A couple of those, they did opt to go for passes rather than going for the shot. And as we finish the second period, it is Grubbers 0. Vaasa Otters 4. And as we head into this third and final period of game 1, the Grubbers have an uphill battle if they're going to want to get points from this series. They'll have game 2 to try and do so as well, but it's always good to get off to a good start. Spooky now does find Jon Snow. Jon Snow fires in the shot first time. HP now looking for a cross into down the fish. Up now to Jon Snow, and that's a brilliant pass from Spooky. Sees the channel. This Route 1 slap shot into Jon Snow, and Jon Snow says, "Winter is coming." That was an awful joke. But Mitch P back on the restart. Lying there. I don't think Jon Snow even says that. Does he? Who's the guy? Ned Stark. That's Ned Stark who gets that going, isn't it? If we have a Jon Snow, we should probably have a Ned Stark. I mean, winter is coming actually, boys. So yeah. Bjorks on the press. Spooky, lovely little find there. Find Jon Snow. HP now. Just bumping away everyone. Absolute unit. Down the fish. Joining the party now, and they're having fun with this one now. Bjork's now on the far side. We've seen him here multiple times. At this time, he finds the pass, and that time, the pass was clinical. The pass was the right idea. It split the Otters right open, and Spooky had to use at least one of his dashes there to reposition. But Joachim sends it into the stands. And just a reminder, guys, you can now do !clip in the chat. If you want to quickly get the last 30 seconds of gameplay clipped, if you do !clip, it will automatically clip it for you. And also, anything you do clip now is automatically published to the EUSL clips channel. So you guys, just so you know. So I think if you do !clip, it won't credit you with the clip. Like, it won't say your name in the thing. But if you do the normal way of clipping and you publish it, you will get like a little, it will say like clipped by, I don't know, look at chat, Enkidu 6. And if you have it linked to your Discord, actually, we'll ping you actually, or it will actually include your Discord handle. So yeah, it's just something you should know. !clip. As York's now looking for a teammate. And I think they missed the trick on this one. Joachim's been doing some decent work at the back to try and support and keep things going as Jon Snow grabs his hat-trick. But I'd like to see Joachim get forward more. He's such a good striker and he applies such good pressure sometimes. And they're just missing that. And yeah, you have to ask yourself if we will see Callum into this team, he'd had a lot. Will we get random? I mean, not necessarily. I mean, it's, people are free to clip whatever they want in general. Like, I doubt anyone's just going to go exclamation mark clip on some random thing, but it doesn't matter. We can always clear out any bad clips. It's
I need someone to make me
Mitch
oink
P
like a pig.
strikes the dagger to the heart of the Grubbers, and it makes it 7. That's Jon Snow now. That's fine. Mitch P makes it 8, and 8's oh the best is damn the fish. It's a nice crash there. Mitch P finds him. That's a lovely goal. That's a sock goal. Sock hockey team style goal. And this is I mean it's not embarrassing as Bjork's now 1-on-1 with Spooky. Oh, and he goes near post again. Spooky reads him like a book. It's a complete shutout, really, as Bjork's again now far side. Mitch P there to make the block this time, and it's up, and it's away down the fish, getting his hat trick. And I mean, it wasn't an embarrassment before. We were going to say that there were glimpses of hope from the Grubbers, but now it's 9-0. It's 9-0. It's a lost cause, this one, and the Grubbers will have to set their eyes to game 2. In the series. There's still points to be had if they can pull themselves together, but they've got to do something different. They have to do something different. As Bjork's again, and what a shame it has been for Bjork. Bjork's has been gifted with a lot of chances this game. Bjork's could in another universe have a double hat trick this game. He's been on that far side a few times, one-on-one with Spooky, or just 6 points with assists. He had that lovely pass across to Joachim when Joachim whiffed. Had a decent opportunity where they laid it off the Lion as well. It's just not been their day. It's not been their day, and then they're going to potentially finish this one with 0 goals, which is not giving you that much hope. And Spooky denies him again, and has set the tone for this match. And that is the mercy. Spooky with the save. Spooky with a lovely board pass down the fish, right on the stick, and it is 10 goals and 0 conceded. That's the key thing. That is the key thing for the Otters. They've never had issues scoring goals, but they were leaky at the back, pretty much. Yeah, well, very leaky at the back last season. So yeah, it is 10, and the Grubbers off to an awful start. As first game playing, they get mercied, and they're going to take it into game 2. And hopefully, it sounds obvious. You need goals to win games, but they need to start strong. They need to start early with a goal and gain some confidence in this one. Not give up. And I just realised there's Jaime Lannister as well in the lobby. There's Jaime Lannister and Jon Snow. But yeah, we'll be heading into game 2 now. As we need to do some. I just realized when I'm casting, I forget to do all the stream admin stuff. So Vaasa Otters are ahead now in the series. And we are off with Mitch P in a familiar area. That's where he scored all 3 of his goals in that sort of zone there. Mitch P now looking for that cut inside. That's fine. Jon Snow, and what a clearance off the line that is. Mitch P though
Someone to make me oink
finds it. All of the players, I think everyone there has probably used all their dashes. And then yeah, Joachim knocks it out, but Mitch P there and gets the goal. As Joachim now trying to find Bjork's on the far side. Bjork's now has options. Tries to find Lion on the boards. Joachim now loses out to down the fish. Holding his ground. Still going now down the fish. Eventually loses out to Bjork's. But down the fish recovers well, and it's fed into the middle. Fish now across to Jon Snow. Yes, every game is BO2 now in the regular season, rather than each team scheduled against each other twice. We got once to ease the scheduling pains on GMs. As Max now tries to find Joachim in the middle, it bounces back though towards our own net down the fish, looking for teammate. Does find Mitch. Mitch now tries to shoot that in towards Jon Snow's head. Up now, Spooky, reliable hands. Jon Snow looking for the wraparound, and nearly finds it. It takes his deflection. We never know that one was going in. The Orcs now. And this is just oppressive. We're just seeing constant bombardment on the Grubbers net. They're going to be a breakaway here, though, but Mitch P does manage to make the interception. Jon Snow now trying to look for down the fish in the middle. From the fish, strong. Gets the shot away. Lion with the block. So far, I mean, the Grubbers have held their ground for the last couple of minutes, but it's not easy to do that for the full 15 minutes as it's dumped up now towards Spooky. Spooky does find Mitch, and he's dangerous in those positions. I think Max or Jon Snow saved that one. Cross now into Mitch. Shot there, another shot blocked. The Orcs nearly getting an opportunity, but Mitch P tracks back, crashed in there, but down the fish, another save for Max. And this would be a lot more exciting if we at least see a goal from
someone to make me oink like
somebody, but Mitch P gets the goal. I mean, I was going to say a goal from the Grubbers, so they're at least defending something, but what a volley that is from Mitch P. I think that's a volley. What a goal. 2-0. And this would be a sad evening if we don't see a single Grubbers goal. And just a reminder, guys, we do have more games this evening. We have plenty of games. We've got 3 pro matches, and we also have a little break in between. But there are 2 challenger matches that we're going to catch I think the end of one and then the beginning of the next before we head into the next pro games. But we'll have those on the broadcast for you as well. As Mitch P does find Jon Snow now on the boards, and he feeds it in. Max, though, deals with the danger. Spooky now trying to battle his way on the boards. Does get it out. Only finds Jon Snow. Jon Snow does well to win that puck back off Max, though. Feeds it into the middle. Bjork's important block. Joachim now can get their first goal. Max now in space. Tries to cut in and shoot, but no. That is not what you want from your shot. Lion now looks for a teammate. Only finds down the fish. Down the fish shoots, but goes wide. Up now to Bjorks. Bjorks, you saw him in this position lots of times last game. It wasn't like they weren't finding him or weren't finding some chances at least. It was probably the sort of chances you'd expect to see in a game like this, where, but they are the underdogs, but they weren't capitalizing on any. That was big difference. As we do have an excited NA fan in the chat. Somebody might want to remind them what happened last time EU and NA played. Spooky now. Does fine down the fish. Down the fish shoots, but Max makes the stop. A long shot there from Spooky. Max just about gets enough on it. Mitch P now cuts inside, shoots, and every time he shoots, he finds the goal. Mitch P gets his hat-trick. That's 3 goals now, extends their lead. Finds the gap, and this is oppressive from the Otters. The Grubbers, they were, if any of you have seen the EUSL preview document, article, I don't know, I called it a document. I think I did. They were tipped as probably finishing last this season. It was my own article, so I mean, it was my own prediction. But they've got potential in the team. They have some players that can lift this team up. I just think, in my opinion, 2 of them aren't here. Simpson was a great goalkeeper in his peak, and Callum is one of the best players, at least in my opinion, to play in EU. So, yeah, they're missing a key component to this team. And And you also have Joachim and Bjorks returning from inactivity. It's not a lineup that fills you with that much inspiration, but they've yeah, they've done okay. They've done okay. I mean, the Mercy was not pretty, but it is what it is. It's Joachim now, dumps it up and does find Spooky. Jamie Lannister has been subbed in, so we're seeing the whole Game of Thrones cast today. Down the fish, that's fine. Jamie Lannister getting right involved. Lion now does go for that far post shot. That's what they need more of. Bjorks was in the vicinity there. Or the crash. Why is Nightbot still posting? Hang on, I need to go ban Nightbot. We don't use that anymore. Can a mod just kick Nightbot, please? He's not supposed to be here anymore. It's Max now. I think you can just kick them, right? I don't know what you can do. Just ban it. Well, there's Yorks now. It's fine, Joachim. That's fed into the middle. Max gets the shot. Oh, Joachim sort of blocks it rather than crashes it. That's the closest probably we've had for a chance for the Grubbers in 25 minutes, really. Well, thanks for banning Nightball. Down the fish now. As far as shot, Yorks manages to make the stop. And I think that would be a statement. If the Otters can go through this game, entire series, 2 games, with not conceding a single goal, that would be a good way to answer the question this season. Have they fixed their defensive issues with the Mitch P transfer back in? Yes. Well, I want to ban it. Yeah. Max now. Let's go around in 2 down the fish. Shot comes in from Mitch. Joachim now trying to get on the breakaway. Only finds Spooky, and Spooky has been reliable so far. Makes his first mistake really of the entire match, and this is a chance for the Grubbers to get a press on. But immediately the counter for the Otters. Max does make a good stop. Yorks now does find Joachim, and Joachim gets the goal. The Grubbers' first goal of the season, first goal in this match, and that time Bjork's correct decision finds Joachim on the far side, and Joachim controls it, and he was never going to miss that one. The Grubbers are on the scoreboard. Maybe that's the confidence they need to do something in this game. This dumped up does find Spooky. Interception now from Joachim. Shot comes in, and Bjorks was not too far away to help guide that one in. Grubbers now, maybe we're seeing a bit of inspired confidence from them as they are getting forward more on the press now. Playing with some more intensity. I don't think I did say Kebab King. I think in my article I put Grubbers last. And then I think I put Kebab Kings only last if every other team hit their potential. But yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I put Kebab Kings above this team. It's dumped up now to Mitch P. Lion makes the block. Am I pronouncing that right? Us Brits, we don't have silent J's, so... Or do we? We have a silent... I don't know, man. Do we? No, we don't. We would say that like... Lajan. Lajan. Lion now up to Bjorks. Ah, you're not last twice. I mean, no. I'm pretty sure you're 9th and 10th. Like, I'm actually like 90% sure. As it's fed in now. Jamie Lannister gets on the scoreboard. Down the fish. Another assist to his name. Scoops it off the board, and just no one there, really. Tracking Jamie Lannister. Spooky. Goes on the boards now to down the fish. Down the fish. Does find Jamie Lannister. And Jamie Lannister had all the time in the world to take that one. Took it quickly. Mitch P now. That's fine down the fish. Down the fish had an open net, but it wasn't the easiest of angle. A bit far out as well. Mitch P now. Spooky. Damn, the fish cuts inside. Yorks. Oh, and that's an own
Need someone
goal.
to make me oink like a pig.
And that's not going to feel good. After the mercy, being behind in this one, an own goal is not going to feel very nice. There's only 10 seconds left on the period. 4 goals separating the sides. Wraparound now coming to make that a 5-goal lead. The Otters laying down a statement here in the opening game in Pro. And there's a small statement being laid down by the Grubbers as well, but it's not with the same message, as we will be heading into the final period of this match. And it is Grubbers 1, Vaasa Otters 6. And we're going to have to see something crazy if we're going to see Grubbers get anything out of this series. It's been all Otters so far. Nothing looking really likely for anything to get going here. This dumped up. Lion makes a block. A shot comes in there from Jamie Lannister, cleared it off the line. Jon Snow now. Whoops, I pinned your comment back to. Oh, and Bjorks does get a goal back. It's just one. It's nothing to get too excited about. Joachim does the work, feeds it in. Bjorks hits the post and then crashes his own shot. 2 goals for the Grubbers. Down the fish. Let's feed up. Jon Snow is in the vicinity. Jon Snow fires it in and nearly crashed it in to his own net there by a Lion. And I'm checking the article, by the way, D-Rose. I'm checking to see what is it. What's the article? Pro Season 12 preview, right? Scroll to the bottom. Yeah, measured prediction, 9th Kebab Kings, 10th Grubbers. Ambitious prediction, 9th Puckers, 10th Kebab Kings. I'll screenshot it. And I'll DM you. Sorry, we're going off topic. I get bored sometimes in these one-sided games. There's another shot there coming in, blocked, and Max trying to get rid of it. As Joachim in a big fight here. And if you haven't already, we can check out the preview article. If you wonder what we're talking about, the preview article for the season is here. If you are new and you want to find out who the teams are, like what their sort of prediction is, sort of a rough idea of what to expect from the teams, that should give you some insight as another goal goes in for Vaasa Otters. Because if you have a look at that article, you'll probably see that Otters are quite a highly regarded team, and you'll see that Grubbers, well, are not. So the result here isn't a big surprise. I would have thought if we saw the strongest Grubbers lineup, it wouldn't have been. I don't think it would have been anywhere near this dominant. I think we would have seen a lot more goals from the Grubbers. There have been opportunities where there has been space for attackers to operate against the Otters, but they just really haven't capitalized. And yeah, it's been a slow grind and an oppressive game for the Grubbers. As Spooky now trying to find a sneaky cross pass out there towards down the fish. Fed up now to Max down on the boards to Joachim. Not Joachim, Bjorks. Down the fish is everywhere. Down the fish causing think everyone sleepless night tonight. The Grubbers Lion now on the breakaway. Had options, had Joachim available, Bjork's available too. Passes it to Spooky instead. Max now loses out. Damn the John the Snow shot blocked by the post. Spooky now doesn't find Jon Snow again. He gets second chance to shoot that in. Max now dumps up. Goes all the way to Spooky. Spooky has a chance at his own net. He's that bored that he's struck one himself. It was a good attempt, actually. Probably one of the better ones of the evening. Fed back now towards their own half. Jamie Lannister called it into action. Max now does feed up. Finds Joachim. Joachim into Bjork. Bjork shoots and finds the post. And it wasn't that exciting. It's 2-7. It wouldn't have really mattered. I mean, unless they're going to score so many goals. That's one. If we're going to see a comeback, it's the start of something. Start of something new. High School Musical sort of vibes. You got to get the head in the game. Oh God, why do I know that many titles to High School Musical songs? Anyway, down the fish now, battling out with Bjorks. Across to Jamie Lannister. Down the fish, in the box, shoots! What a goal! Another one for Vaasa Otters, assisted by Jamie Lannister this time. What a cross, down the fish, what a head, and far post gets the goal. 3-8. On Snow shoots now, Max makes the block. And oh, I'm down the fish. Gets a second hat-trick? It's another goal, it's a hat-trick. Jon Snow makes the stop, and down the fish there, waiting, lurking, and gets himself another one. Yep, and if you want to stay up to date with all the action, you can at EUSL.gg. It's that easy. You just go to your browser and you type EUSL and dot and then GG. Bjork's now on the breakaway. You can see all the fixtures, league tables, stats, and all sorts. And you can find out what's going on. As Bjork's now trying to find a teammate. Goes all the way back to the line. 10 seconds left. As it is dumped up into Spooky. And that is it. That is Vaasa Otters getting their season underway, getting a key win under their belt. It's a match that they would have been expecting to win. And a match they have done in convincing fashion. The Grubbers today had looked poor, and Otters, they looked signature